What's up, guys? It's been a while since my last completionist video. I think all over a month at this point. That is crazy, but school started, so that has been a big time drain, as well as I've been working on the Gauntlet, and there's just not much content in the Gauntlet. It takes a long time to do the Gauntlet, and the drops are pretty sparse, so it's kind of hard to cobble together a video while I'm just camping the Gauntlet. But this will be the final video of purely Priff. Finally going to start moving out to other areas of the game. So the Gauntlet is a PVM minigame sort of thing in Priff that you unlock after you complete the new Grandmaster quest, Song of the Elves. There's two versions, the easier version, just the regular version, and then there's a harder version called the Corrupt Gauntlet. So what you do in the Gauntlet is you bring nothing, you start with nothing, and then you have to gather supplies during it, make armor, make weapons, make food, make potions, and then you go in to fight the final boss after you've made everything. Both versions have a time limit. The regular version has a 10-minute time limit on gathering supplies. The corrupt version has a 7-minute, 30-second time limit as far as gathering supplies. Also, the corrupt version, the boss is a lot harder. It hits a lot higher. It has more health. The drop rates still haven't been released as of making this video, but I have seen some estimates from clans that put together all of their members' drop rates and stuff. What it looks like is the Blade of Seldor off Corrupt is 1 in 256. The Pet is 1 in 1000. Crystal Armor Seeds are 1 in 50. And Crystal Weapon Seeds are also 1 in 50. Those are the uniques you get from this. I'll put a link down in the description to a video I made of 10 hours of doing this. It is pretty good money, assuming you do this until you get a Blade of Seldor and you're not super unlucky getting that. Very comparable to Vorkath or Zulrah. It's one of the top end money makers in the game. Finally, my first corrupt win. That was super close, but we got the cape that is on the collection log. Of course, it doesn't have a value. Let's see what we get for the loot. First ever corrupted. Rune Pick, Dragon Arrow, Crystal Shards, Diamonds, sweet. So there is the Corrupt Cape you get for completing one Corrupt Gauntlet. I currently have 25 regular Gauntlets, I think, so yeah, did that many regular before I was able to complete a hard. Sweet, so 38 easy gauntlets done. My new PB 707. That's definitely not that great compared to the best PVMers, but new PB for me. 10 corrupted down, so definitely getting the feel for it now. I feel I can get the corrupted down pretty consistently now, and I just accidentally entered the normal. But yeah, for the 10th, I got Uncut Emerald, Ruined Skirt, Sapphire, and Crystal Shard. So my tactic for doing the corrupt at first was to get tier 2 armor and at least one perfect weapon, and then probably the other one was going to be attuned. Full inventory of food, 2 potions, and that made the boss not too difficult. So in order to get tier 2 armor, you need 9 of every resource. So I would go in and then I would just search rooms for resources and food and weapon frames. After I got all of the resources, I'd move on to the outer rooms where you find the demi-bosses that drop the perfect weapon attachments. Tier 2 armor is very helpful when you're learning and you mess up on the prayers more often. But after I got used to that, I moved on to using just tier 1 armor. And then I was able to get 2 perfect weapons when using just tier 1 armor, because you have a lot more time to spend looking for the perfect attachments rather than getting the resources for the armor. For tier 1 armor, all you need is 3 of every resource, and 1/3 what you need for tier 2. Tier 1 armor works perfectly fine for the boss as long as you get the prayers right all of the time pretty much. Anyone that's having issues with the boss, one thing that helped me out a lot was just counting out loud its attacks. That might sound kind of silly, but for me it helped out a lot. I pretty much stopped missing prayers once I started doing that, and it made it a lot easier. When you don't miss prayers, then you take very little damage. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So if you follow those things, you should be able to get a corrupt done fairly easy. Know what you're going for when you go in. So if you're going for tier 2 armor, know you need 9 of every resource. Do that. Then move on to getting your weapons. Make sure you count out loud on the boss, and yeah, it shouldn't be too hard once you do those things. So over here at the Gauntlet, there's this cool little scoreboard. It tells you how many completions, how many deaths, your fastest time, along with the global stuff. So here's my stats currently: 41 regular completions with 17 deaths. Best time is 7:07. Corrupted, 16 completions, 13 deaths. Best time is 11:01. So we'll see how that increases over time. Currently my KDR for the corrupted, just slightly over 1. I hope to bring that to a lot higher. But so 22 corrupt gauntlets. Just got my first rare elite clue. So there was corrupt number 23, new PB 1047. So yet again another elite. So there we have another elite clue on 32. Sweet. So there is a new PB 1018. I don't really try to go for fast. I mean, I'm always trying to do it as fast as possible. I'm not like sweet an elite clue, but what I was saying is I don't really try to do like speed runs. I just try to make sure I complete it. That's what I have as the #1 priority, is completing it. So my times aren't amazing compared to people who speed run them. Last video I said I am giving a reward for anyone who guesses the kill count that I get the pet on for the Gauntlet. And just to clarify one little thing, the kill count will be including both regular and the corrupt. So I will be combining those together. So right now I'm at 93. So I switched up my setup for doing the corrupt thing, and new PB 1008. I'm just getting tier 1 gear now instead of tier 2. Sweet. So yet another PR 907 for the corrupt. Just using tier 1 armor instead of the tier 2. I did die a couple times, so my KDR is getting hurt a little bit from trying to use the tier 1, but it is a lot faster. Well, what do you know? I just called a blade, and I got my first unique 96 kill count. There we have it, guys. 100 corrupt gauntlets down. 1 unique so far, crystal weapon seed. And let's go ahead and see what we get. Rune plate, chaos runes, battle staff, crystal shard. Finally, it's about time on chest 122 corrupt, 53 regular, I think. Yep, 53 regular. Finally, first ever crystal armor seed. So that means I'm done with the collection log here, besides the blade of Seldor and the pet. Those are the only 2 things left. Pet I'm not going to grind for right now. So really just the blade is all that I have left. And we have RuneScape being RuneScape, my second armor seed on 130. Just look at that. I did 53 regular and then like 125 corrupt or something like that to get my first armor seed. And then 5 later, we get my second. Finally, we have an elite clue on 151. It's been a long time since my last elite. So there we have another elite on 172. I think that is crystal armor seed number 3. That was on 184. So there we have 200 corrupt gauntlets down. Rune plates, dragon halley, rune arrow, crystal shards for the loot. 205, another armor seed. Elite clue on 223. I think that is 3 elites now that I have saved up. So let's go do those 3 master clues. Awesome! There we go. Chest 225. Another crystal armor seed. And 229. Elite clue. That's funny, dude. First kill back at Zalcano in a while. I've been doing the Gauntlet, but she came back. One kill. And Turbo Fever just got a Zalcano shard. There we have 1,500 Zalcano kills. Casey Zalcano. There we have another small Kano on 1,510 for me, going to Tank Mage John. Lucky guy. There we have yet another pet. I got the camera on a little bit late. But someone just got the pet again. I think that might be my 7th pet that I've seen. Scroll up, 1529, so not too long after that pet that I saw last time. I just got crystal shards, uncut dragonstone, but Andromeda R1, small Kano. Very nice, man. Are you serious? Logan 109 just got an onyx. That's the drop I need. That and the pet. Congrats, dude. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to continue doing Zolcano for the onyx at this. I mean, I am going to do some more kills now, but I don't know how much more I'm going to do, because I can get the onyx off of Zulrah. I can get it off the crystal chests. I can get it off of Skotos. I mean, there's so many different things I can get the onyx drop off of. I'm pretty sure it's uncut onyx, and all of those I just listed drop the uncut onyx. And if you get the drop on one, it unlocks it for all of them on the collection log. So I might set a point where I'm just gonna quit doing this or go do something else for a while. Probably I'm gonna say probably by like 1700 kills. If at 1700 KC I still don't have the onyx or the pet, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on back over to the gauntlet, try and finish that up for the blade. No way, dude. Logan, that's the same guy that just got the onyx. 1558 for me. Come on, give me something. And grats to 369, just got an onyx. That is what I need. That and the pet. Unfortunate. That was 1573 for me, so 1573 kills, not a single onyx for me yet. I've seen lots. I've gotten 3 shards and 3 tool seeds, but no onyx. Grats to Colog, collection log, crystal tool seed, 1586 for me. Here we go. 16. Oh, no way. Volcano right on 1600, bro. Sweet. First pet in a while. Let's go, dude. Oh my goodness. I was going to record that clip anyway. Oh my goodness. I think that's the first time I have a pet on camera. Like, I have the recording going before I actually get it. Oh, I hope I got the camera on before I got the drop. My heart is pounding. Oh my goodness, look at that. 1600. You feel like you're being followed. Crystal shards, death runes, silver runes, and small Kano on. Alright, that is pet number 18. And that is all Kano completely done with the collection log besides the onyx. But I can get the onyx from a lot of other things, so I think I'm done with Zolcano for a very long time, if not forever. As for my collection log, there it is, 1600 kills, nice and clean, missing the onyx only. 3 tool seeds and 3 shards. I would say I probably averaged around 6 players over those 1600 kills for my team. Next up, I'm going to be getting the crystal grill that's on the collection log, and how you get that is you go into this tunnel over here just outside of Prif. Inside there is a rabbit that drops the holy grail, the crystal grail. So this thing does a ton of damage. You can't stand next to it. It hits through prayer, recoils, venge, all that stuff doesn't work on it. So basically all you have to do is kite around this room repeatedly, and it drops the crystal grill every single time you kill it. So let's get this started. It also has like a ton of HP, so it takes a very long time. And there we have it. Is finally dead, and there's a crystal grill. 100% drop. I did die a few times. I brought like 4 or 5 brews, and I went through those pretty quickly, and then I just didn't even bother to grab more. Because when you die on old school nowadays, you don't lose anything. It doesn't matter. So just ran back here, kept killing it, and there we go. There's another thing marked off the collection log, and this is dropped every time it's killed. And even though it's dropped every time it's killed, it's still worth 866k. So, if you need some money, that could be a way to make some money. There it is in the collection log in the other tab in miscellaneous. Nice. Crystal Grail. So we got to see if anyone guessed the correct kill count for the pet. See if anyone gets the reward. So I was giving out a crystal tool seed if you guessed it. If you guessed my kill count within 10 of what I actually got the pet at. So, and then even more if you get it exactly right. So let's see if anyone gets it exactly right or within 10. Straight off the bat, we got 1675 right there, 1573. So people are already pretty close. 2500, 964. To my surprise, no one was within 10. That was really surprising to me because it only takes 100 guesses to cover every single possible number from 0 to 2000. Of course, that is if everyone is perfectly spread out, but still, I thought that someone was going to have got within 10, but surprisingly, no one did. So, unfortunately, there will be no crystal tool seed given out today. Also, I realized while doing this, I never really mentioned it, but when you make a guess on a video, you should probably put your username down in the comment as well. Otherwise, it may be kind of hard to contact you. I'll try to remember to mention that from now on. Crystal Tool Seed is now added to the jackpot for any future things like this.